The 4th of July is a family fun holiday full of barbecue, fireworks, and lots of American pride. But what about our pets? Well, veterinarian and founder of Ultimate Pet Nutrition, Dr. Gary Richter, joins me now to share some easy tips to keep our furry friends safe this holiday. So, Dr. Richter, how are you?
I am wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for joining me. So first and foremost, I know you've kind of got an easy recipe to share with our viewers that we could make for our pets on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many fun things that we can do with our pets on the 4th of July that are fun for our pets, but also safe for them. There's a lot of things that happen during the 4th of July that can be potentially hazardous for our pets. So it's nice to kind of plan something ahead where you can really do something fun just for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is the recipe that you would suggest to viewers?
So really, the recipe that I like to make is, you can make actually like really fun meatball treats for your dog or even potentially your cat if that's something that they enjoy. It really just starts with sort of the protein of your choice, ground meat, and it's just as simple as kind of making little meatballs. I will often add a little bit of something healthy to that. I like to add a supplement that I created called NutriThrive, which is a really wonderful sort of broad spectrum supplement for dogs, and they absolutely love it. There's a formula for cats as well, and we can mix that in with the meat, and then really just sort of gently bake those off just like you would a regular meatball, and you can kind of make the size relative to the size of your dog. And then keep those handy over 4th of July, and that's a really great way to be able to give your dog a healthy snack when everybody else is enjoying things that, quite frankly, probably your dog really shouldn't be eating. Things like barbecue or sweets or stuff that is really not good for them, then they can have something wonderful as well.
Yeah, so let's dive into that a little bit more there. So why is it important for us to kind of take that step of maybe making them something special or just making sure they're eating what they're supposed to, as opposed to some of that table food that we often see people feeding their animals?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, so obviously, I mean, if there's a lot of food around, your dog's going to be really interested in all of that. And at best, that kind of food can lead to gastrointestinal upset and, vomiting, diarrhea, things that nobody really wants to deal with. But at worst, it can be a real medical issue. So, for example, if people are eating things like ribs or chicken off the bone or whatnot, I mean, if your dog winds up eating that kind of stuff, it can cause some real serious medical issues, gastrointestinal obstructions, things that your pet could wind up in the hospital for.
Mm,
Similarly, there are things that are just outright toxic to dogs that we might be eating over the holidays. Probably the one that immediately comes to mind would be grapes.
mm.
There happen to be grapes on the table. Grapes can be incredibly toxic to dogs. Things that have caffeine in them, chocolate. All of these things can be really bad for dogs, and unfortunately, they still taste good.
Hmm.
So your dog's still going to want to eat them, and really making sure that you've made something special for your dog, and also simultaneously making sure to keep them away from the things that they shouldn't eat, and really asking your guests to do the same. Everybody loves to feed the dog, but
Sure.
ultimately we're really not doing them any favors if we give them food that's just not good for them.
Yeah, there's an accountability factor there. Now, we focus on some of the bad, but let's focus on the good a little bit. So I know you
Yeah.
mentioned supplements just a few minutes ago. So tell me the benefits of adding, some of those supplements to our pets' food.
So, adding supplements to pets' food or even just up leveling our pets' food altogether is a great way to keep them healthy. I mean, we all know from our own health that the more fresh whole food we eat, the more healthy supplements that we take, within the scope of what's right for us is a really great way to keep ourselves healthy. It's also a great way to keep our pets healthy. It's important to remember that our pets are 100% reliant on us
Mm,
for what they get, the food they get, the lifestyle that they live. So it's really our responsibility as pet owners to make sure that they're getting everything they need. So the way I approach that is I actually, as you mentioned, I co-founded a company called Ultimate Pet Nutrition. We make whole food, fresh whole foods for dogs and cats. We make really, really wonderful supplements for dogs and cats that people can find at ultimatepetnutrition.com. And these are really great ways to keep our pets healthy, not only during the holidays, but for the long haul, just to keep them healthy for a lifetime.
Yeah, we have to keep them healthy, right? We want our pets to be around for a long time. Dr. Richter, thank you so much for joining me and sharing all these great tips to keep our pets safe this 4th of July. Hope you enjoy your holiday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much.